Sound check, testing. Welcome to Russell Cyclone basketball. We'll have the starting lineups officially here in a little over 7.5 minutes. That clock is set with when we'll do that. We're going to mute it until 2 or 3 minutes before then, just because of YouTube video getting flagged. But just checking the sound out and making sure that everybody knows that we will be starting here in about 7 minutes. Okay, they have not posted the starting lineup for either team. We can tell you who Southmoore, their main player, is going to be. Is number 1, Tyson Poguy. He can score, he can pass, and do just about everything. And he's got one Division I offer, Oklahoma State. Probably going to have a few others. He's just a junior. But his dad played Oklahoma State, played football there, and just recently got that offer. They had the meetings with the captains, Isaac Guillen handling that for the Cyclones. Day 3 of the Classic, and basically 3 different divisions, but in your division it's 4 teams and everybody plays everybody, and whoever has the best record ends up winning it. Russellville won it 2 years ago when they went 3-0. This year they can't win it even if they win this game because they'll be 2-1, and Nixa will play Rogers Heritage, and if they lose they'll also be 2-1, and Nixa beat Russellville, so they'll get it. So Nixa is going to win it no matter what happens in their game against Rogers, which is coming up next. Rogers High School hosting the Blue Division and part of the Gray Division. Here at Heritage, they're hosting the Orange Division and the other part of the Gray Division. We know that part of the Gray Division is going on, about to tip off there at Mountain Home against Parkview of Missouri out of Springfield. They do try to, and they do, separate conference teams, which is good. You don't want to play a conference team at something like this. You always try to avoid conference games or conference teams in preseason tournaments. Russell will be the home team in white. The Southmoore SaberCats from Southmoore, or from Moore, Oklahoma. There's 3 high schools there in Moore, Oklahoma. Moore High School, Westmoore High School, and Southmoore is the most recent one.
Good afternoon, Heritage High School Superintendent Dr. Jeff Perry, Principal Chip Greenwell, and Athletic Directors Paul Wilson and Matt Murray welcome you to Heritage High School. Heritage High School and the Arkansas Activities Association promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation in supporting the student athletes and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, or any other intimidating actions directed at our student athletes, officials, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We appreciate your cooperation in creating a safe and positive game environment. Please let your good sportsmanship show during today's game. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if able and remove your hats to honor America and those who support our freedom at home and abroad with our Pledge of Allegiance, a moment of silence, and the national anthem. I pledge allegiance. And now for a moment of silence. Thank you. And now, please join in the playing of our national anthem. Technical difficulties, we will skip the playing of the national anthem. You can please have a seat. And now for our starting lineups. Starting with the Russellville Cyclones. A junior, number 0, Marcellus Olsen. Starting at guard, another junior, number 2, Zayden Williams. A sophomore guard, number 5, Talon Hinsman. At 6'3", a shooting forward, sophomore, number 12, Caden Walton. And last, a shooting forward, senior, number 21, Caleb Campbell. And now for the Southmoore SaberCats, a guard standing 6'1", junior, number 1, Tyson Hoagie. forward, sophomore, standing 6'7", number 4, Trayden Williams. Number 5, a forward, junior, standing 6'6", Gabe Willingham. A 6'5" forward, number 10, Merrick Gregory. And number 11, a junior guard, standing 6'5", Jasper Chavis.
Tyson Pogai, number 1, is their best player. They're coached by Tim Stogsgill. He's in his 10th season at Southmoore. He's been a head coach 37 years, but 10 at Southmoore. For the Russellville Cyclones, they're coached by Greg Chenault in his 3rd season at Russellville, his 5th overall. Southmoore this year, 3-2 on the season. Russellville 4-5. Russellville picked up a victory last night over Rogers Heritage right here, and Southmoore actually lost to Nixa, Missouri, 71-62. Pogai's going to draw a lot of attention. Again, he's not just a shooter, but he's already scored 1,000 points, and he's just a junior. He scored his 1,000th point a couple weeks ago. He'll hit the 3. He actually does his own shooting camp, too. He hosts it and coaches kids, and there's going to be answered there by Caleb Campbell, picking up right where he left off. We had 2 players last night get career highs. Caleb Campbell had 25 in the game. Zayden Williams with 32 in the game. They're going to answer with another 3, but this time it's Gabriel Willingham, 6'4" junior. Caleb Campbell. I tell you, Campbell and Williams may want to start playing some home games here at Heritage. They really shoot well in this arena. Pogai missed that one. The rebound comes to Gregory. Turnaround jumper is good by Trayden Williams. He's a sophomore, is a steal by the SaberCats. Trayden Williams got back-to-back scores and now a timeout called by Coach Chenault. Russellville had a player at the bench or at the scores table. I think Zay Thomas is checking in. He started last night. Heritage playing next, and so we'll probably see a little bit louder second half as fans starts to file in. Wasn't like this last night because we were playing Heritage, but I'm looking across the way, and there's 17 people in the stands on their side. Counting me, there's 8 on our side. Most of the fans on the other side are with Heritage. Looks like they're just here early. So relatively quiet game, at least for a half. You get to hear a lot of the coaching. Zayden with a pull-up. Followed his baby hook shot there. Trayden Williams has scored the last 6. And the SaberCats lead it by 6. Lazic, number 15, checking in for Russellville during that timeout. The drive by Marcellus. Pogai has 5. Somebody corrected the PA guy. It does look like Pogi. It's P-O-G-I. Christian Boyce going to check in for Russellville. Cyclones with 3 substitutions here in the first 3 minutes. Well, I don't know if he's expecting a player to be there, a teammate, or not, but that went straight to Caleb Campbell. The Cyclones can't cash in. That's 2 layups they've missed. Alley-oop, and Jasper Chavis comes up holding his wrist. He might be injured there. 4 different players have scored for the SaberCats. Lazic, again, we get the layup, but that one might have been partially blocked. And then and one. This is not starting the way the Cyclones wanted to start. Traden Williams already has 8 points, and he's going to the free throw line for the and one possibility.
Foul charge to Caleb Campbell.
Campbell picks up his first. Lazic checks out as Caden Walton back in. It's one of the best teams in Oklahoma last year. Finished 3rd place in the regional championship. They play a consolation game. So when they lost in the semis, they ended up playing in the consolation game. Before the shot, we got a foul called on the SaberCats. And that'll be on, they said 13. Tyson Sims. Taken away. Extra pass, but didn't yield the shot. Williams has missed a couple threes, and now a charge taken by Caleb. There we go. And takes it on Pogai. That's his first. Pogai checks out with 5 points and 1 foul. Zayn lost it, kept it from going out of bounds there. Walton there with a 3. Boy, we needed that. They had scored the last 13 points. That's the first miss there by Willingham. Pogai going to come back in. Mentioned that his dad played football. His dad's actually on the bench there. Assistant coach. He's also assistant football coach at Southmoore. So Pogai played for Oklahoma State. And he threw for 3,600 yards. And as a dual threat quarterback, passed for 18 touchdowns. And his son's got an offer from Oklahoma State, but for basketball instead of football. Pogai hitting a 3 there. He's got 8. Zayden gets his first made three to fall there. Blocking foul.
Foul charge to Caleb Campbell.
Oh, wait, they say Campbell? Oh, we'll have to erase that then. That's going to be number 2 on Caleb. Are they sure that it wasn't 12 instead of 21? There's a cut. They got some blood that they have to attend to, so they had to pull the player out. Corner miss there. Shots not falling like they were last night. Sometimes that happens. Got to play through it. Hitting the three. Jasper Chavis. They got 3 different guys who hit threes. Chavis became the third. Was trying to answer. Ice cold. Williams just not hot from the outside. He's 1 of 5 from the three-point line. Heinzman and Lazic will check in for Russellville, replacing Williams and Thomas. Shot clock is turned off. Sellis just too quick for Pogai. A shot will not count if it goes. We come to the end of one. Russellville trailing 25-12. In that first quarter, Pogai not the leading scorer. He had 8. Leading scorer is actually Traden Williams, doing it all from the inside. 9 points, 5 points for Jasper Chavis, 3 points for Gabriel Willingham. For the Cyclones, 12 points, all threes. They had 4 threes in that first quarter. Caleb Campbell had 2 of them, so he's got 6 points. Walden Williams, each with 3 points, hitting 1 3-pointer apiece. Cyclones will have the basketball to start the second quarter. Nice move there on the drop step by Caleb Campbell. Campbell's got 8. Pogai, the only reason They're going to shake Celis. Is setting screen like they did there. Chavis hits the layup on the alley-oop. Caleb Campbell from way downtown. He's got 11. They might decide to guard him at some point. That'll be on Marcellus, his first. And team's first. This is Pogai. Fade away, hits. He's in double figures with 10 points. Zayden Williams going to shake his man, go all the way to the rim. Zayden's got 5. Caleb going to get the rebound there. There we go. I was going to say, just a matter of time before there's going to be enough of a bump to warrant a foul. And that'll be on number 13, Tyson Sims. I thought the one before that knocked it in the back court could have been called to reach in, but definitely that one. There was actually 3 different opportunities. The first one, he nearly knocked Williams off his feet. Wrapped it around the double team. Awkward looking shot there. We'll get a foul called on the Cyclones, and that one should be on Walton. And Chavis to the line to shoot 2. Nine points for Chavis after hitting those free throws. Pick the pocket there. That was Broussard, and he'll catch it in transition to get the layup. Cyclones have cut it to 10 a couple different times, but it goes back up to 14. There's a three-pointer missed. Russellville taking their time on offense last night a lot more than they are here, and Coach Chenault has seen enough. He wants to take a timeout here. That last bucket there by Traden Williams, he's got 11. He's in double figures. Well, we usually save the trivia question for football season, but since we're playing Southmoore High School, I had to give you one here. I don't want to say it's their most famous graduate, but let's say as far as we're concerned, the most famous graduate, Southmoore High School, who's currently playing NFL, and he set an NFL record this year. Do you know who it is? I'll even go one step further. I can't see the comments, so I wonder. I can't pull it up. One step further. Razorback fans know who it is. There's your hint. Razorback fans know him, and he set a record this year in the NFL. Boys checked in during the timeout. Lazic. Somebody's probably gotten the right answer in the chat, but we'll tell it here in a second. Lazic in there without the dribble. Let's swing it around. Tell Coach Chenault wanted to deliver it more, going for twos like they did last night, but that one just didn't fall. Poguy, it got me singing now. Poguy's got 12 with that layup. Heinzman shot blocked. Southmoore lost to Nixa, Missouri last night by 9, and it wasn't that close. It was about 16 points with a minute and a half left to go. And so you're just comparing scores that you really can't do. You thought, okay, well, Nixa beat us and beat them, so we might have a chance. We pretty much beat Heritage by the same points that Southmoore beat Heritage. But I'm taking into account that Russellville pretty cold here in this first half. Three-pointer rattles home. That's Willingham's second three. It's a 22-point lead. Lazic from the corner. That one won't go. Heinzman tapping that. That's the second time he's tapped it away, and both times it's gone to the right to the opponent. Poguy hitting the two. Got a foul called on the SaberCats. Olsen coming back in. It's on Trayden Williams. I think two for Russellville, and I guess both these teams, but a little bit more for Russellville because they played the later game. Quicker turnaround playing this early game today. And that'll be on Kennedy. His first, team's third. Heinzman on the drive. He'll draw the foul. 3 fouls on one possession. This will be on Jasper Chavis. And Talon will go line to shoot two. He's only attempted one free throw this season. That'll change it as he gets more comfortable. He did a lot last year in 9th grade. First one's good. Well, the most famous, or as far as we're concerned, the most famous player to come out of Southmoore High School, Cam Little. Kicker for the Razorbacks and set a NFL record by kicking a 68-yard field goal for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Played at Southmoore High School and then for the Hawks. I bet somebody got that in the chat. I bet Michael Swindle got it. In the corner is Poguy. Well, he really sees the court well. He saw Chavis coming down the middle of the lane and went over the support beam, but we're checking out Caleb Campbell. He took a finger or elbow or something to the side of the head there, and he's rubbing the side of his noggin and squinting a little bit. Not fun. Got to help him out. There we go. Just tipped out of bounds. Off of Poguy. Sorry, off of Chavis. Third day that Cyclones have been up here at Rogers, anxious to get home. They'll be home for practice, but they don't have any home games next week. They'll be going to Fort Smith Southside for girls and boys action on Tuesday. We'll carry that for you. Zayden Williams for three, floating just a little bit. We can see it there. So much of that is squaring up, stepping into the pass towards the goal. You can see him floating just a little bit to his left. That's where the shot ended up. So not off by much, but enough where Russellville's been cold from the floor. Say that, Zayden only has 7. Last night he had 32. There's another alley-oop here, and they'll count the basket and award a foul. It's going to be Boyce as Chavis gets the layup. Shot clock at 15. What did you see? Marcellus there, he jumped, but then held the ball way away to protect it with his body, and the only way they were going to block that was to foul him. Gregory picks up his first, the 4th team foul. Marcellus going to the free throw line. He shoots 75% on the season. Cyclones trailing by a bunch, but hanging around. If we can keep it close enough and maybe the shots start falling in the second half, that will help out. Rebound comes to Willingham. Poe got posting up. They're trying to get him on the low block. Good job by Sellis blocking him out, but they didn't need it. Lance Lingo hitting the 3. Marcellus will chase him with 2 as he beat his man. This is Boyce. Back to Olsen. Walton for 3, no. Oh, I thought they were going to call a walk. They call a foul with 0.4 seconds left. Golly.
Foul charge to number 21,
Campbell picked up his 3rd. I think they assigned one foul that wasn't his. They assigned it to him, and so he's here with 3. Coming into the first half, Russellville trailing by a bunch at 51-23. Give us just a moment. We'll do some quick totaling for you. Three players in double figures for Southmoore. 16 points for Tyson Poguy, 13 for Jasper Chavis, and 11 for Traden Williams. 6 points for Gabriel Willingham, and 3 for Lance Lingo, 2 points for Mason Broussard. For your Russellville Cyclones, at one player double figures, that was Caleb Campbell. He had 11 points, 3 threes in the first half. 7 points for Zayden Williams, 3 points for Caden Walton. 1 point for Talon Heinzman and 1 for Marcellus Olson. Foul trouble. Well, that's Caleb Campbell again. I think what they did was they assigned a foul that should have been, I think, on Caden Walton. They put on 21 instead of 12, and so that's part of the reason I think that might be he's in foul trouble right now. He's got 3. Nobody else with any other than 1 for Russellville. For Southmoore, Tyson Sims has 2, and he's the only one with 2 for Southmoore. Mention to you that the Cyclones will be joining back with the Lady Cyclones as they go to Fort Smith Southside on Tuesday and then Arkadelphia on Friday. We'll be able to bring you the Tuesday game. I do want to send our congratulations to the Lady Cyclones. They defeated West Memphis last night by a score of 59-33. They're going to be playing the second day of the West Memphis Classic. They'll be playing Little Rock Hall. That'll be at 2:30 today, and West Memphis does have a stream. I believe it's Blue Devil Media or Blue Devil Production, something like that. Type in Blue Devil on the on your YouTube channel, about close to 2:30. Yes, well, when this is getting close, and you'll be able to see it. Coach White Nahu's got Cam Little. He's right. He's right. Graduate. I don't know if he's like the 3rd NFL player to come out of Southmoore, which is kind of interesting because they don't have that long of a history. But as far as we're concerned, he's the most famous one. Oh, but you're right. This is the first ever meeting between these two teams. Southmoore was in this last year, but they were in a different division, with being 2 divisions last year. 3 divisions this year, with the orange, the blue, and the gray. Of course, ours, we've seen Nixa and Heritage already. In the blue, it's Providence, Harrison, Rogers, and Conway. And in the gray division, it's Bentonville, Mountain Home, Springfield, Parkview, and Tulsa Memorial. So we were able to see Coach Kyle Pennington last night, coaching the Bentonville Tigers. And he's actually here. His team plays later tonight. You see him right there. He's here watching the Russellville Cyclones, the former Cyclone head coach. But, yeah, he went to, let's see, where'd he go? Little Rock Christian after Russellville, and at Bentonville now. Back where he graduated from. He didn't graduate from Bentonville, but he graduated up here. I think it was Springdale Harbor. It's either Springdale or Springdale Harbor, and I think it was Harbor where he graduated from. And they played Mountain Home on Tuesday. His wife is actually from Mountain Home, so I wonder if she gave him any grief for beating the Bombers. We're about 6 minutes away from the second half. Cyclones trail at 51-23. That was Bentonville shooting on Russellville's side. They're a pretty good team this year. They gotten 2 move-ins who had actually moved away for a year and moved back in. I think there has to be a lot of that jumping around between these schools here in Northwest Arkansas because everything's so close together. The road games are easy to get to for the most part. Not spaced out like, especially in football. I mean, when you want a big crowd, not like 6A West. That's going to change too in ours because Greenwood leaving, dropping down to 5A. We've heard rumors that we're getting Little Rock Southwest because they're coming down to 7A. They may be in our conference. That would be nice. Or they may go to the east and we may get Benton back. We'll be losing Shiloh Christian again. Want to take a chance to send our good luck, well wishes to Dardanelle Sand Lizards, who's playing for a state championship. We know what that's like. A decade ago, winning one, and that'd be kind of cool for the River Valley to have another team win it.
Their shooting percentage.
You know, last night I kept the Rogers Heritage shooting percentage, and they ended up shooting 5 for 36. I'm glad I'm not keeping the SaberCats because I bet they've made more than they've missed. They have been on fire from out there. There's 6 different players have scored, 3 of them in double figures. They spread it around. They all went to Pogai's shooting camp. Caleb Campbell in double figures. If they have an all-tournament team, he might be on it because he scored 25 last night, 11 today. Or Zayden had 32 last night, a couple career highs. Starting the third quarter. Rare mistake. Williams was coming in to maybe help out, get a pass closer, help out with the rebound, and driving. Chavis expected him to stay out there for the 3. Zayden working in the lane, and he's going to get the foul on Chavis. That's his second.
Foul charge number 11, Jasper Chavis.
This will be Zayden's first trip to the free throw line tonight. Making a conscious effort to post up, get some inside points here. Nine points for Williams. Partial block there. Who's he going to be on? They're going to call it on Lazic.
Foul charge number 15, Andrej Lezak.
$12 points for Williams. I get 13. He's 3 of 3 from the line. Lazic attacking the baseline, missed the shot. That's the way it's been. Russellville missing like that, rolling off the iron, missing just barely. That's over and back there. He had 3 points across, and I don't think he realized what happened, but when he dropped that back foot, it straddled the line after he had already crossed. You have to go back and watch that on film later and realize what had happened. Coming off the screen is Williams, stepping into the 15-footer. Just like that, did a smart thing, and Caleb trying to get the steal, and he does. Lazic all the way. Caleb gets the steal, the assist, and he comes up holding his side like he's hurting a little bit, and he knocks this one out of bounds. Good job, Caleb. Well, he's wearing out the floor. So Isaac Guillen getting that defensive rebound. Lazic spin move. There we go. He's hit 2 in a row there after missing that baseline drive. Was out of bounds, but you don't reset the shot clock. It's at 21. Campbell coming back in. Cyclones trailing Southmoore here. Day 3 of the Arvest Classic. Drive there by Pogai. That's his first basket of the second half. He was a quarterback on the football team, gave it up after last year to focus more on basketball. It'll be his meal ticket to college. Step back 15-footer there by Zayden. Now he's in double figures. Get a foul called. And Russellville getting further away from that 30-point deficit. The sportsmanship rule, it's a matter of pride. You don't want that happening. Zayden gets whistled for the foul. Chavez has their only miss from the free throw line in this game, but he hits that one. Hits them both, so as a team they're 9 of 10. Short on the 3 there. You know, I know all teams have to deal with it, but you play back-to-back-to-back days, and especially one of them's a day game after a night game. It can wear on you, especially if you had close games or games that you didn't get to rest people, and that's the second charge taken by Caleb Campbell. The officials here that we've had in Northwest Arkansas, they've given us those charge calls and we're trying to take them. We have not gotten those at Homer in Central Arkansas. There's a 2-point basket on the drive by Zayden Williams. He's got 13, losing their footing. Might have been a travel, didn't call it, but Gregory comes up with it. You can have your feet in the air as long as you don't slide, but he was sliding a little bit. Doesn't matter. Russellville gets it back. And Zayden going to draw the foul on the drive to the basket. That will be on Gregory. The 6'4" junior's picked up his second, team's third. Zayden 74% on the season. Has the most free throw attempts on the team. You're going to get that when you drive more. Campbell's second. 14 points for Williams. He's 3 of 3 from the free throw line. This is the first time ever in the RVS tournament that Russellville has played 2 teams from out of state. They usually get 1. And they've been coming this for a while. I mentioned Kyle Pennington. He was the first one to bring Russellville to this tournament. I think it's been 7 consecutive years that Russellville's played in this. Back before Rogers High School had the new arena. I know that. Realize I think it was 27-point lead at one point. You're thinking maybe the sportsmanship rule. Russellville's cut it down to 22. They're coming back down to earth a little bit from as blistering hot as they were in that first half. Look at Lazic step around. Russellville down by 20. There's no quit in this team under Coach Chenault. Guys aren't going to mail it in, give half effort. Chavez. His pass hit the bottom of the backboard. There's 9 seconds on the shot clock. Whistle and foul. That'll be on Heinzman. Looking for the cutter. It wasn't there. Step out 3 for Sims. Tipped around by Chavez. Gets it to Poguy. He'll miss the 3. Rebound came right back to him. 18-footer. Missed that one. Campbell, the rebound. Poguy just picked up a second. Busy week going out of town for both the high school and junior high. The high school's got games at Fort Smith, Southside, and Arkadelphia. I think the junior high goes to Van Buren. Nice shot there by Olsen. Delay game warning on the Cyclones for touching the basketball after it came through the net. Russellville down by 18. There's a steal by Campbell. Lazic racing out in front of everybody. Boy, he's got some speed on there. And the Cyclones, don't look now, they're down by 16. Realize they were down by 27 at one point. Down by 16, and you knew that Southmoore was not going to keep up that blistering hot pace of how they shot the ball. They scored 51 points in the first half alone. Been held to 6 here. Nobody's hot for 4 quarters, are they? Russellville's cut it down to 16 after being down by 27 in this quarter. Southmoore calling that timeout. It's their first one used in the game. Russellville used a couple, both of them in the first quarter. Cyclones trailed at the end of the first quarter 25-12. It was 51-23 at the half. Guy missed the three there, but the rebound underneath. 15 points for Williams. Traden Williams. Stops the little run that Russellville had going. Get an offensive foul there on Lazic.
Offensive foul charge to number 15, Andre Ruiz.
Stogsdill, the head coach for Southmoore. 37 years as a head coach, 10 at this school. Just picked up his 500th victory in February last year. It's a lot, but it averages to like 13 wins a season. Russellville will have it, 52.7 seconds left after the turnover. Olsen in the corner. Andre, follow, no. Had a couple cracks at it from inside.
Foul charge to number 0, Marcellus.
That'll be on Olsen, his second. It's the 15th foul in the Cyclones, so puts Sims to the free throw line to shoot two. But they don't miss free throws. They're 11 of 12 as a team. Shot clock is off. Back up to 20. Russellville had cut it to 16. Long two there, rattles home. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Russellville trailing by 18, 61-43. One more quarter to go. Russellville trailing by 18, but held Southmoore to just 10 points in that last quarter.
22, Mason Broussard.
Broussard picks up his first. Russellville was not attacking the lane like in the first half as they did in the third quarter and here in the first possession. But they've gone to that because of the cold shooting in that first half. They're going to call it travel. It looked like he kept his pivot foot, but his off foot slid out. Either way, it was going to be a turnover, but I don't think it was a travel. That's tough because the foot just kind of slid. Taken away from behind by Lazic. He had 8 points in the third quarter alone. Heinzman launching the three. A little flat on that shot. Campbell knocking it away. We get the steal out of bounds. Staying with Southmoore. They did not reset the shot clock on that, so 27 seconds. Zayden Williams with 17 points in the ball game. Caleb Campbell with 11. Did not score in the third quarter. Had all 11 of those in the first half. 8 points we mentioned for Lazic. He got all 8 in the third. Foul here called on the Cyclones. And that'll be on Caleb Campbell, his fourth. 3 points for Walton Olson. 1 point for Talon Heinzman. Sims' shot goes over Campbell. His first field goal of the game. He's been able to save it, but the SaberCats on the move. Traden Williams goes inside. Not a whole lot that Caleb can do when he's got 4 fouls. 17 points for Traden Williams. That'll be on Traden Williams. His third. Good job, Zayden. Following his shot. Didn't just stand there and look at it. Didn't release down the floor. Picked up the offensive rebound and the points. And we got on the rebound by Campbell.
Foul charge to number 5,
Gabriel Willingham is first. They're going to say Caleb wasn't in bounds. And I understand that. I agree with it. But it sure looked like they fouled Celis coming around the backside of him. That's what led to a turnover, the fact that no call happened. I like the no calls when the flow happens, but and Caleb Campbell's just fouled out of the game. Still go back to, I think his second foul was assigned to 21 instead of 12, I think. He's had some tough breaks with foul situations this year. The last home game he fouled out, quite honestly, was not a foul.
Foul charge number 5.
And on Talon picks up his second. Sure looked like he just lost his footing. That's his second and the team's third. Put that on the wrong team, so we'll get that fixed.
2-point bucket for number 13, Tyson
Tyson Sims has 6. Russellville trailed by 27. They got it down to 16. Back up to 22 now. Williams, the 2-pointer. Zayden has 21. This is Poe Guy. Leads them with 18. They're going inside. Williams with 17. Now he leads them. Walton going to check in for Russellville, replacing Guillen. Cyclones going to go 1 and 2, looks like, unless a miraculous comeback happens here at the Rogers Classic. Coach Chenault 3-0 the first year, 2-0 last year. Sorry, 2-1 last year. Looking at 1 and 2 maybe. Walton, a long 3. How about that? Russellville averages 48 points a game, and maybe clips that last night and today, up in that average a little bit. Dribbled it off her foot. It's ours. Zayden, how about that? Oh, they're going to say it hit the support beam. When it bounced up in the air, it hit the cord. So that's what they're saying. So it may have. I don't know. So take the 3 points off the board for Russellville. Same as if it goes out of bounds. It's just defensive basketball. It's a block shot there by Zayden. Talon, 2 on 3, 5 on 4 is Poe Guy is still at midcourt. He was just kind of sitting back there, and look at that. He was trying to get a cheap layup, and good job by Andre. Zayden not going to allow the easy layup there. Just his second.
Foul charge number 2, Zayden Williams.
Timeout, Coach Chenault. Chavis shooting 2 after the foul on Zayden Williams. (13 of 14 from the free throw line as a team. You're going to win a lot of ball games. You shoot that good from the free throw line. 17 points for Chavis. Chavis picks up his 3rd there. You know, last year, Zayden Williams had his career high. And that happened against Greenwood. He had 21. He's got 22 today, and he had 32 last night. So he's eclipsed last year's career high in 2 of the 3 games here at the Rogers Classic. Pogai with 20. That must have been the magic number. Tim Stogsdill is sending his bench to the scorer's table to get put in the game. Chavis tipping it up and in. Timeout. Southmoore, they're just wanting to, not going to take the timeout, they're just going to circle them in and out. Get players in the game. Coach did not call the timeout when he dove on the floor for the ball there. So save possession. Good hustle there by Heinzman. Tavian Smith, number 10. Barry, number 13. It's Jack Barry, Joseph Karam in the game. Red Harrison in the game. Well, these guys got to play last night. Boys staying on the floor with them. Barry missing the 3. Harrison going up strong there. Count it. Red Harrison.
Red Harrison inside for 2. Foul charge number 23 for Southmoore.
First time he's been to the line in his high school varsity career. 3-point play for Harrison. Euro step there, missed it. Karam the rebound. Picked up there by Christian Boyce. Nice feed inside. We'll get another foul called on Southmoore. And this means that Tavian Smith will go to the free throw line.
Foul charge number 22, Mason Broussard.
That'll be on Broussard, his second. Tavian Smith with a couple made free throws.
Two-point basket for Tyson Sims.
Tyson Sims the follow. Three-pointer missed there by Berry. They're going to dribble up the clock, and that'll be it. The Cyclones lose this one by a score of 77 to 56. We'll do some quick totaling for you, because we know some of you are probably wanting to go over and watch the girls' game, as they're going to be playing at 2:30 on the Blue Devil Network. Lady Cyclones taking on Little Rock Hall in day 2, the final day of the West Memphis Invitational. For Southmoore, Tyson Pogge led the way with 20 points, 19 points each for Traden Williams and Jasper Chavis. They're the only 3 players in double figures, 8 points for Tyson Sims. For the Cyclones, they were led by Zayden Williams, who had 23 points in this afternoon's game. Caleb Campbell, another double-double, 11 points, 11 rebounds. He did foul out of the game. 8 points for Andre Lazic, all 8 coming in the third quarter. 6 points for Caden Walton. 3 points for Rhett Harrison and 3 for Marcellus Olson. 2 points for Tavian Smith and 1 point for Talon Heinzman. Cyclones go 1-2 here in the Rogers Classic. They will have a record of 4-6. They'll come back home, practice a couple days, and then get ready to go on the road again. They'll be going to Fort Smith Southside on Tuesday night with the Lady Cyclones, taking on the Mavericks and Lady Mavericks. Thanks so much for joining us. As we wrap it up here, Cyclones lose this one 77 to 56. I'm Mickey Dubell saying to you, good night, God bless, and thank you, Tony Bassel.